if you spend time like scrolling through your Instagram reels, getting all the inspiration for when you're going to create B-roll video, but then when it comes time to actually film the B-roll, you're like, what should I even do? I haven't got enough B-roll videos recorded. I know what I want to put as text on the screen. I've got a really great idea for a hook, but I haven't got enough B-roll captured for me to have enough variety in my reel content. Then this video is going to absolutely change the game for you, because I've got 80 new ideas and I've split them into 40 that involve you and 40 that are faceless. Okay, 40 where you don't have to necessarily be there. Okay, so if you want to level up your reels, you want to like call in more clients on Instagram, you want to grow your followers on Instagram, we all know that you need reels in order to do that. Now, the optimum, tried and tested, optimum number of seconds for your reel to be is 7. Okay, so you need 7 seconds of video footage. And obviously, I wouldn't film 7 seconds. I would aim to film like, 10, 12, 15 seconds so that you can trim it. You need 7 seconds of B-roll. You then need the hook on screen, and obviously you need a caption and a trending audio. Okay, if you've got those ingredients, you've got everything you need to have really great reach with reels. Okay, but I know that the problem for so many of you is you don't film the B-roll. So I've got a document I'm going to share with you. I'm going to walk you through these 80 ideas, and you'll be able to like screenshot the document. I'm even going to like link it below in the comments for you below, so that you can just tap on the document and get to see everything that I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to stop talking and get on with it. Okay, so here is the document for you. B-roll filming list, up level your reels. So I've just put a little introduction there, like what is B-roll, just to remind you in case you have forgotten. And these are the first 40 ideas. So these are B-roll ideas that do include you. So I've broken it down. You'll see there's 0 to 20, and then each one has got 2 different ideas. Okay. So the first idea for you is typing on a laptop. And that could either be a transition in digital service explainer content. So it may be that you want to explain how to do something or walk somebody through a course. You might want to use, therefore, the typing on the laptop as a little transition piece. Or it could be the typing on the laptop and the words on the screen is you revealing a brand new offer. Or it could be you revealing client results or client wins in respect of a course that you're selling, for example. So typing on a laptop is a really great place to start with your B-roll clips. The second idea for you is speaking into a professional microphone. So, I've got an example here for you. Have you seen these? Yeah, these are about £4 or £5 on TikTok Shop. And just by you holding the microphone and filming, just filming you like chatting, it doesn't matter that they can't hear what you're saying, but you chatting, that will add some authority and credibility to your reel, because it will look like, well, who's she speaking to? Somebody's interviewing her or asking her a question, or she's presenting a topic or a theme or an idea to somebody. Okay, so you speaking into a microphone, it could be a great introduction for a podcast or audio content, or it could be for you to illustrate a topic that you are an expert in. So here's you chatting on the microphone in the B-roll, and actually the words on the screen are portraying you as the expert that you are, and therefore you're sharing some authoritative content or a new shift or new angle on something that you are an expert in. Okay, so filming you speaking into a microphone is great B-roll for you to have. And if you really want to explode these ideas into like more than 40, you could film all of these in multiple different outfit changes. Okay, so you could film all of these wearing a white top and then film them all again using a black top. You could film them all with your hair down and film them all again with your hair up. Okay, the key is, I think, when you're filming reels, setting aside a day where you embrace the fact that you're going to do your hair and makeup, you're going to get ready, you're going to come to work ready to film content. You're not trying to film content on a day where you're dancing between different Zoom calls. You're not trying to squeeze in the B-roll while you're out delivering a group coaching program and you're like, in client delivery mode. And in between all of that, you're like, oh, I've got to do some content. No, what you really want to do is set aside the whole day, create some outfit changes, have this list close by, and literally work through these ideas one by one. Okay. So, first one, typing on a laptop. Second one, speaking into a microphone. Third one, writing in a planner or journal. And again, if you really want to explode the amount of B-roll that you have, do this all over your house. Do it with you writing in your journal, sat at your dining table. Do it with you laying on your bed. Do it with you at your desk. Do it from above the planner and do it from, so that you're in it as well. Yeah. So you writing in your planner. And again, these different ideas, it's a transition in goal setting content. So if you're doing like a reel where you've got a B-roll and then you've got a transition to another B-roll, so you're like mashing up the clips together, you writing in your journal could be a transitional video, or it could just be the background for you giving time management advice, mindset advice, morning ritual sharing. Yeah, but you sitting writing in your journal is again great B-roll to film. Gesturing while on a video call. I do this one quite a lot. So and it's not fake. Like what I tend to do is when I'm delivering my mastermind calls or my sales accelerator like group coaching calls, I will set up, so I've got like this little tripod. I will set up this little tripod over here so that it's pointing at me and it can see the microphone, but it can't see the girls on the screen. And I'll just pop my mobile in there and I will film the first like 20 minutes of the call. Sometimes I film the whole call on time lapse so that you get me going really, really quickly delivering my group coaching call. Okay. So like gesturing, you might get me going, yay, you've hit your goal, like you've hit your income goal for the month. Or you might actually see me like listening, like hand on my chin on my hand and just like listening in. Yeah. So if you film the whole thing, A, it's just easier for you. And B, you can get it done anytime. And C, it's a bit more authentic because it's your normal body language, you just being normal. Okay. And so you could use this B-roll to showcase your expertise, celebrating a client win, or you could use it to invite people to a webinar or a masterclass. So you may, if you had your little tripod, you may want to video you, and you may even want to then turn it around and video your screen and have the opt-in page for your masterclass on the screen, and maybe add a voiceover of you saying, the registration page is open for you to come and register for my free masterclass. It's happening on da 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 da. Get yourself registered. It's completely free. You're going to walk away with, tip 1, tip 2, tip 3. So use this B-roll to get more registrations and to get people really seeing you as that expert, okay? Because you're delivering on your Zoom session. Idea number 5 is you adjusting lighting or camera. So this, again, could be used as behind the scenes content. It could be that you use this in a daily vlog. So if you do like a spend the day with me, or it could be that you're a social media manager and you're doing a content day for your clients. So you want to video you setting up for your content session. So anything, if you're like into personal branding or giving personal branding tips, if you help people with posing or photography, if you help people create content, this would be a great piece of B-roll for you to have in your B-roll bank, okay? And actually, just on that subject, a B-roll bank, what do I even mean by that? Well, that could just be a Google folder. It could be a shared iCloud folder between you and your team. I have both in my team. I have one team where we share iCloud, and then I've got another lady in my team who does a slightly different role for me, but we have a Google Drive between us. So think about where you want to store these B-roll clips, because having them randomly spread out in your mobile phone is going to make it hard for you to create content, okay? And what you really want to be doing is batching your content creation so that you've got a day when you're filming all your B-roll for like a 2-month period, and then another day where you're doing the edits, okay? If you try to do the B-roll filming and the edits on the same day, firstly, you don't need hair and makeup for you sitting doing your editing. And secondly, you kind of like dilute your energy, yeah? If you get in the energy of filming on one day, on the day when you're editing, you could be just sat at home in your trackies with your mum bun and no makeup, and nobody gets to see you. You're literally just, being creative, thinking of the hooks, writing your captions, editing the video, pulling it all together and getting it scheduled. Okay. So think about how you're batching all of your time and energy for this. Idea number 6 is walking while talking as if you're on a call. Yeah, and you may want to get somebody else to film this for you. You may have 2 phones, in which case you're like walking with both phones, okay? But this again is going to be a transitional video in any like work-life balance content, or it could be a background for sharing client success, okay? So it's kind of like implying I'm on the phone to a client, they're telling me that they've just got this incredible result, and on the text on screen, you're sharing that result. You're sharing how they managed to do it, okay? Idea number 7 is nodding and smiling at the computer screen, yeah? So again, this is showcasing your expertise and portraying you as that coach, as that mentor, as that teacher that you are, yeah, if that's what you do. So anything with you on your computer, could be you using a tablet to draw or take notes. Again, very similar thing. You could be you sharing your unique method, your coaching framework. Maybe you want to have your tripod and then have your iPad close by you, like here, like mine's always close by me on a little stand. So if I had my phone videoing me, and then here I am, like on my iPad, like looking at my coaching framework, and then what you could do is you could set up the tripod so that it's looking down on your coaching framework on your iPad, and that's really going to portray the fact that firstly you have a coaching framework, and trust me, a lot of people don't have a coaching framework, and obviously that's one of the things I help my clients to create. So it firstly shows that you've got this proven framework. That means that it gives your audience the confidence that you're somebody that they should be wanting to come to work with. And it allows you in the reel to really talk about the result that the coaching framework creates. Okay. Where are we going now? We are going to number 9, arranging a desk or workspace. So we all love to see each other's workspaces, right? So like, that behind the scenes content is a real hot topic this year. Your audience would love to see what your desk setup looks like. I mean, right now, I wouldn't want you to see my desk setup because it's looking a little bit messy, but like I don't mind showing you. I've got a candle burning, yeah. So I've got a lovely, and it's a pomegranate one. It smells gorgeous. So I've got that. I've got my tripod. I've always got my lippy. I've got my little microphone because I knew I wanted to show you what one of these look like. I've got my Diet Coke. I've got my Miyoki. I've got my iPad. I've got a notepad. But like, if I was creating content now and you could see my setup, that would give you insight into my setup, but also give you confidence around your own setup. Yeah. So remember that your audience love to see behind the scenes. Give them a little walkthrough of what's on your desk today. That could be a little series that you put in your stories. What's on your desk today? Yeah. That's going to get some engagement. So the B-roll would be you arranging your desk or workspace. And that could be a transition in productivity content if you are somebody that shares tips or hacks around time, or it could be a background where you are talking on the screen about working from home or, remote working. So anything that is like sort of home based. Number 10, flipping through business or self-help books. So again, this could be like B-roll of you sat at your desk flicking for the answer to something. It could be B-roll of you laid on your bed reading the book. Yeah. So you've got a couple of ideas of how you can use that. Obviously, I'm not going to go through all of these on the video because this might end up, you might be thinking, oh, Rach, just let me have the document. So you got number 11, reviewing documents with a highlighter. So again, you might have one of your lead magnets like printed out, and you've got a highlighter going through the key bits of learning. So that's going to portray your expertise, because the message that you're given across in that B-roll is this stuff is so good, people need to highlight it. Okay, so it's a good transition for course content if you've got a course to sell, or it's a good background for study techniques, anything about your course, anything about learning, self-development, personal growth. You typing on a smartphone. So again, this is really great for if you're in your notes app and you want to type out some advice for your audience, and at the same time you're doing maybe like a voiceover, that would be a really great reel. You could be revealing a new lead magnet. You could be sharing things that have worked well for you, giving some tips. The sort of thing I would use that for would be, the 5 top things I use to review people's funnels. Yeah, the 11 best daily sales habits, which is another one of my YouTube videos. Yeah, 11 best daily sales habits that you need as a coach or service provider. That could be in my notes app, and I could be doing a voiceover or use a trending audio and show that list on the screen. Okay, so I'm going to start moving a little bit more quickly through these. You've got presenting to an unseen audience. Yeah, great for if you want to get more public speaking spots or be seen as a speaker. Creating a mind map on a whiteboard. You probably don't know this, but I've got a massive whiteboard over there. I love a whiteboard. And so you need to make sure that on the video it doesn't come backwards, it doesn't look backwards. But you like mind mapping on a whiteboard would be really good, especially for like generating ideas, allowing your audience to really like connect with you as an expert in a topic. So you could be talking them through, generating ideas for something that they need to generate ideas for. And if you're somebody that solves a problem that they've got, you could brainstorm the problem and then say, if this is something you're ready to get a solution for now, DM me the word course, because I've got a course that does exactly that. Yeah. So you've got, where are we? Creating a mind map. There we go. Number 14. Number 15, shaking hands. Bit corporate, but it could be a good B-roll. Number 16, reviewing analytics on a computer. So again, like if you sell a course and you want to show what your percentage completion rate is of your course, that would be good analytics to show. If you're somebody like me who helps other people make money or generate leads, you might want to show some data and analytics on the screen about that. You packing your laptop bag. So if you were going off on a VIP day or you want to talk about travel in your business, packing a laptop bag would be a nice little B-roll clip. Using multiple screens or devices. Again, like I just said, I've got my iPad over here, I've got my mobile here, I've got my tripod here. It's all going on, yeah? So again, it's that nice behind the scenes footage that people want to see, okay? Doing a quick meditation or stretch. So it could be you on your bed, could be you in your bedroom on the floor, maybe like doing a stretch. Could be you in the garden on the decking with a yoga mat out. Could be you even at the gym. You might want to film some B-roll while you're at the gym. But you doing a meditation, you could use in any like wellness video or as a background for like day in the life content. And then my favorite, the celebration B-roll. Yeah. So you doing like a woohoo and putting some text on screen and a trending audio for that, or you sipping champagne. That is my favorite because you get to sip the champagne, right? Like that's the benefit. So again, this is really good for celebrating achievements, any form of like transition when you're talking about a program that you're selling, a course that you have, any results that have come in from clients that are really worth celebrating. Okay. So, I'm getting out of breath. The other 40 ideas are B-roll that don't include you. Okay. They don't include you. So you don't actually have to be in these, but what you could do is create these in Canva. So if you go into your Canva, this will be a lot easier if you pay for your Canva. So if you've got Canva Pro, you're going to get much better coverage, much better ideas, better quality videos. If you're in the free version of Canva, you may not get as much choice. But some other ideas here that you could just go and create, go into your Canva, go and get a Instagram reel shaped graphic and then go and search the videos in the left-hand menu and find things like this: time lapse of a sunrise or sunset, close up of hands typing on a keyboard, slow motion water. Yeah, if you're about to drop something exciting. Yeah, bit cheesy, but it works. An aerial view of a city, coffee being poured into a cup. One of my best ever reels was I was in Crete, I was on holiday, and I'd gone into the breakfast room to grab a table for my husband and little boy, and they'd brought me a pot of coffee. And just as I looked up, I had this amazing sunrise. I had this lovely pot of coffee and my cup, and it was all just perfectly positioned on the table. And so I grabbed my phone and I filmed some B-roll. And every time I use that B-roll, it pops off because it's just so aesthetic. It's just so lovely. So, and I filmed one where I was pouring the coffee into the cup as well. So, any little moment like that, film some B-roll. Leaves rustling in the wind, close up of eyes blinking, yeah, which could be like you delivering the message of like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, so like you blinking would be sort of showcasing the vibe of the video. A time lapse of clouds moving could be you sharing personal thoughts and ideas. Slow motion like sport, so it could be like you at the gym, it could be somebody else at the gym, or you like videoing. If you want to talk about your fitness habits or your morning routine, but you don't actually want to be in the video, you could take footage of your feet on the treadmill. You could take B-roll clip of somebody on the rowing machine and just see the feet going into the shot and out of the shot. Yes, there's lots of little ways that you can get content without you physically being in it. Like if you're all like sweaty and you're like, I definitely don't want to be in the video, but I want them to know it's me, then you could, sort of give a little sneaky hint that it's you, but you not actually be in the video. What else have we got here? Something, let's just like dot about a bit. Silhouettes walking in the sunset, how romantic. Waves crashing on the beach. Any of the shots that I've taken while I'm like in Dubai walking along the beach always do really well. I know there's a lot of this in Canva, a time lapse of a plant growing. So it's like great for talking about personal growth and personal development. Slow motion of a candle flame. So I could actually film this for real today because I've got a candle on my desk. So like literally putting your phone above the candle, and I would put a little bit of motion in it and just move it slowly towards the flame. Do that for 7 seconds. You've got your 7-second clip. Close up of bubbles in sparkling water. I mean, I would prefer that is champagne, of course. So you get to buy a glass of champagne again. But that's it. That's it for this. The third page has got nothing on it. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to share this document. You will be able to have viewer access only. If you want to make your own copy, you just come up to the menu up in the left and say, File, make a copy, and you'll be able to make your own copy. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's really helped. Do drop into my Instagram. It is at Rach Howarth. I'll put the link below the video as well. Do drop in. Let me know what really landed for you. Let me know whether you're going to batch create. Come and tell me how you get on. I'll see you in the next video.